lecturer in English. Now I would like to teach you a lesson from Senior Intermediate. The name of the lesson is 8 Cousins or One Brother, written by D.Balasubramanian. The lesson goes on like this. Professor Debashish Chaudhary of IIT Kanpur has studied how ants behave in a particular way, how they carry food from a traffic-laden streams safely into their colonies. How can they regulate their behavior? Where selfishness is denied. And what is this software of living together? He has studied this entire theory and finally he has said, this is the theory of living together in colonies, and there is no scope for self-interest. And we can learn a thing from the living of ants, that there is no selfishness, there is no self-interest, and still a matter is at loggerheads. How come self-interest gets denied? How is this aspect denied in their living together? So there is no habit or thinking of self or self-done. So the theory explains like this. In lower sects of organisms, there is no self-interest at all. Benefits of propagation is seen in insects like ants and honeybees. For example, labor bees never procure next generations, whereas the queen bee, for the sustenance of the queen bee and the development of their lineage, these labor bees bring food, and queen bee takes the food and helps their race to propagate to the next generations. In this aspect as well, we can clearly understand the fact behind their procuring process of food and propagation of the next generations. There is no self-interest at all. John Maynard Smith called this kin selection. I mean to say, evolution of characteristics which favor the next generations. And the word, the evolution, is used by Charles Darwin and explained in a manifested method. And the evolutionary process goes on for millions and millions and millions of years. And finally, it comes to a conclusion where a race gets a unified strength, a manifold, skilled living together, and finally becomes quite capable enough to protect its race. Charles Darwin has observed several species. He made a great research into how species develop their generations and attains new characteristics with the help of the bygone living styles and systems. And evolution is the mother of all inventions and conventions. And a major challenge is how two different species help each other. How different races help each other. If we see clearly, when two races comes into a combat, two things happen. The first is the weaker section comes into the total hold of the stronger section. The second thing is they start living together and gives birth to a new race. We can see a clear amalgamation of two different characteristics becoming a unique one. This is how always a new strong race comes into being. This is how new races have evolved across the world, new languages, new living styles, and unique skills and strengths. We see this even in viruses and phages. Viruses called bacterium target a phage to multiply their number, and we see a motive behind their activity. We may call it in unity we have strength. They lose uniqueness and provide a unique strength, and even this helps for the evolutionary process also. By sticking to a different phage, two different viruses lose their DNA protein code and holds a unique new protein code which is same for the both. As long as we are infecting the same cell, why don't we become the same? Why don't we lose our differences? The ultimate dictum behind the strength of every race, whether it is humans, ants, or viruses or bacteria. While we are attacking the same opponent or the same social opposition, why don't we join hands? Why don't we feel unity? Why don't we get energy from the sense of being unified together? This is the ultimate dictum behind the propagation of generations and generations and down to newer generations also. This is a beautiful scientific evolutionary lesson written by D.Balasubramanian for the benefit of every reader to overcome the social malefactors. We respect our family members. We show love and affection only to our family members, not even towards our near and dear. But the fact lies here. We share common features with our kinsmen. Do we lay our life for our kinsmen or for our family members? Usually, we put our life at risk for the safety of our brothers and sisters. Our brother or sister shares 50% of our identical features, whereas our cousins share 12.5%. By saving one brother, if you can save 8 cousins, your 100% genes and your congenital characteristics are procured, saved and protected, so that even after our death, we are still with life in the form of our cousins or near and dear. According to Balasubramanian, if this question arises, he says, I put my life at risk for the sake of my cousins, not for my brother or sister. So, this is the theory to propagate gene characteristics, and this lesson exhibits a scientific idea and a global outlook for all the readers. Thank you.